Post-fight review to the Cody Garbrandt and what's that guy's name? Kai Kara France. Yes, that's the good fight. Now, I didn't expect this guy to just finish him in the first round. Um, what was I expecting? I was expecting Cody to actually win this fight, but he he didn't do as well as I expected. Oh, you guys, he didn't do as well as I expected. Like Cody, I thought Cody was gonna win this fight, primarily because Cody's very experienced. He's had like lots of fights at that weight class. He's a world champion before. But Kai Kara France, like he's a 125er through and through. So I actually expected Kai Kara France to win. I did a prediction on my channel where I said that Kai Kara France was gonna win. I actually predicted this win, but I'm surprised at how it played out because I didn't expect it to be that easy of a finish. Like, who expected Cody to just get knocked out like that? But yeah, man, like pretty entertaining fight. Kai Kara France just goes out there and starches this guy. He just goes out there and finishes him just like that. Man, that's entertaining, man. Like I didn't expect this guy to just get the finish like that. Kind of like, yeah, but Kai Kara France is a finisher through and through, man. This guy knocked out what's the other guy's name? The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I forgot his name, but he did knock out that black belt as well. So Kai Kara France is just a finisher, man. Just a dog. I expected this win. I actually predicted it. I did a prediction. I said this guy was gonna win the fight because Kai Kara France has had how many fights at 125? He's established in the weight class. Cody's a new guy. Cody's a new guy on the block. He's not a natural 125er. He's a natural bantamweight. He's not a natural 125er. He's not a natural strawweight. So him going out there and going down to 125, sucking himself down, taking all those nutrients out of his body, definitely was a bad idea for him in this fight. Now, you guys want to see the knockout? You can see the knockout right here. Well, I can't show you the footage because of copyright, but look at that. He has to go for the single leg wrestle because he's trying to weather the storm. But the thing about Cody is, even though he's very well rounded, when he gets clipped, obviously he goes straight to wrestling because that's what you're supposed to do when you get hurt. But Cody's chin has kind of eroded over the years. Like, he's a little bit weathered in his tooth because, look, man, if you're getting knocked out multiple times, like he got knocked out by TJ Dillashaw like twice. And then he got knocked out again in the other fight. What fight was that? He's been knocked out like a few times now. And then he's been knocked out now by Kai Kara France. Like, very bad idea for him to go down to strawweight. I didn't advise it. I thought he looked bad at the weigh-in. Look, man, knocked him out. Just like that. Slipped him. Slept him with the left hand like crazy. Crazy knockout. I think Herb Dean did an excellent job in officiating this fight. Shout out to Herb Dean. Shout out to that referee. But what can I say, man? Like, it's a bomb burner. It's a bomb burner. I did not expect Kai Kara France to just go out there and dominate. Like that. That shit was a fucking bomb. Like, holy fuck. Went out there and finished him. Slept him. Who thought that would happen? Like, who really thought that shit was finna happen? Who really thought that Kai Kara France would just go out there and finish this dude? You know, Cody has such good credentials, man. Like, who would have thought, man? Cody, the former world champion at 135, that put that fucking world-class beating on fucking Dominic Cruz. And a Dominic Cruz that was established. A Dominic Cruz that was a champion. A Dominic Cruz that just beat TJ Dillashaw. A Dominic Cruz that was unbeaten for 10 years. And then he comes out there and fights like this. Just like that. I think it's time for Cody to, like, maybe take a step back and fight guys that are not as well ranked. Maybe take a step back and fight the guys that are unranked. Because, or maybe retire, you know, because he's a little bit weathered in the tooth, I think, for sure. Like, there's no question about it. I think he needs to retire or he needs to go back to bantamweight. 125 is not his division. I'm telling you guys. He doesn't like to fight at that weight class. He shouldn't fight at that weight class. He was drained. When you take all of that water out of your body, everything, all of that out of your body, you're depriving your body of essential nutrients that you need. And if you don't have that, you can rehydrate, of course, but when you're sucking yourself down like that, all that moisture gone out of your brain, and all that out, take all of that out of your body, you're definitely gonna be fucked up on fight night. How many times have we seen fighters have bad weight cuts and just get demolished in the first round? Like what's that girl's name again? Jermaine Durandamy, and when she fought that girl that was having the issues with her coaches, Aspen Lad, right? She knocked her out in the first round, and she was having issues making weight, right? For 135. She was having issues making weight at 135. She made the weight, but she almost collapsed at the weigh-in. So I think Cody was close to that. He's probably a little bit smarter, probably has a nutritionist, probably does everything by the book. But even then, your body is not made for 125, bro. Like, you're not a 125er. You're a 135er. Fighting at 125 is not what you want to do, Cody. Get back to bantamweight. Fight guys that are a little bit not as well ranked, because you're not. I don't think Cody would win a rematch with Dominic, to be honest. I think Dominic beats him in the rematch. I think Dominic makes adjustments and he beats him. I don't think Cody can beat Dominic in a rematch. I think Dominic can make adjustments on the fly and kind of like win that fight. Just making adjustments, listening to your coaches, coming up with a new game plan, and really just dominating the fight, which is what Dominic would do. I think Dominic would be the favorite in that fight. He's coming off of 2 wins against Casey Kennedy, and who did he just beat tonight? Pedro Munoz. I think a fight with Dominic and Cody kind of makes a little bit of sense because of the history behind it. But, it's just, I don't know. I don't really know if there's too many options for Cody right now. He's coming off of a couple of losses right now, right? Like 2-3 losses in a row. I mean, he might be lucky to keep his job. He might get cut from the UFC. I think Kai Kara France definitely kind of like put the nail in the coffin for Cody here. We may never see Cody in the ring again. We may never see Cody in the octagon again, sorry. We may never see him in the octagon again. And that's kind of sad to say. I mean, Cody's, paved the way for so many young champions and so many other young fighters, and I really appreciate Cody because, he's, done a lot for the sport. And, he's a legend, not a legend, but never defended the title. Not really a champion, but he's a good fighter. I got to respect him. Obviously, Cody deserves respect, even though he's been knocked out multiple times. But what's next for Kai Kara France, though? Like, who should he fight next? Maybe he's one win away from a title shot. Is Kai Kara France 1 win away from a title shot right now? Is he 1 win away from a title shot? Who's he going to fight next? I don't know, man. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.